am here, finally. Oh my gosh, guys. It has been a long time coming. Everyone who knows me knows that I've been talking about making a YouTube channel for years. Mostly because I got really into makeup when I was younger and everyone was like, do a makeup channel. Now I don't even wear makeup. And then I'm a little bit of a chef, mostly just for fun, a hobby. When I was in high school and I was in college, I used to sell pastries and baked goods. It was called Jay's Cakes. It was great. I made a lot of money, actually, like a lot. I sold a lot of baked goods. I actually have a food page on Instagram. It is called Jayana's Working, and it's basically me trying new recipes, making different cultures of food, me just playing around, because at the end of the day we gotta cook for ourselves, right? Especially in quarantine, which is when I started taking a lot more pictures. I tried rolling my own sushi. There's just so much that I tried to do, mostly for fun. It's just a hobby. But if you want to follow the page, my actual Instagram is Queen Jayana. Follow me if you want. It'd be great. So I started this whole channel really just because August 26th, 2019, I moved to London, straight out of Atlanta, Georgia. Moved to London, and it was such a crazy experience. I had so much fun. I traveled all over London, and I was getting my master's degree, which is why I was there. So I have a lot of footage of London that I can't wait to share with you all. But here I am right now, and this portion that you see behind me, what's going on is I'm actually living in France now. So I did a year in London, and literally August 26, 2020, 365 days later, I moved to France. I live in a cabanon, a small house in the back of my host family's garden, backyard, and I will show you all of that. I'll have a video of where I live, how I got here, what I'm doing, but I'm here today to show you, one, how I moved here, what I did, how I moved to London, and help you live vicariously through me, because after this time that I have in France, my contract is 11 months. I am going to hop on the Eurail, travel all across Europe. Hopefully with COVID and everything that's going on, I'll be able to do so. And then I think I might move to Asia. I don't really know yet, we're just gonna see what happens. But I'm not done traveling. I'm just now starting. So I'm giving you the opportunity to follow me and see what I'm doing, have the opportunity to learn from what I'm doing, do the same as I do. Being an au pair in France is one of the easiest things I've ever done. It took a week to get my visa to move to France. Even during everything that's going on, I'm here. I have an amazing house. My family is great. I will show you the experiences of the other au pairs that I've met. It's just, there's so much that I can't wait to share with everyone. So tune in, subscribe, like this video, and let me show you how I moved to France. It probably wasn't my best idea to take the train, but we're gonna do it. So, got both my bags packed on. Wish me luck. Alright, y'all. After taking 2 tubes, I'm finally on the train, which is going to take me to the airport. I do not recommend taking trains, but this is my journey next time, and I recommend just take an Uber or have a friend drive you. But if you want to take the train and be cheap like I was, it works. I'm in the country for real, for real. Look at these houses, this tractor. I'm far out of London now. Whew. crazy to me, like walking straight onto the plane. You know, like we're kind of spoiled back in America, like flying state to state. You just like have the little thing that you walk through that takes you onto the plane. So it's just like, I guess it feels different. But when I went to Portugal and like flying all over Europe now, it's like you just walk directly outside and onto the plane. I thought it was the craziest shit ever, but you know, we did it.
I just got off the plane, and I'll let you know now that London was about 19 degrees Celsius, which is roughly like 63, 64, and Marseille is currently 35 degrees Celsius, which is like 95. So I need to change clothes because it's hot. But I can't because my suitcases are packed very, very, very tightly. But here I am. I did it. I moved again to another country. Let's do it.
Yo, as soon as I stepped into the airport, this is the first thing I saw, like a whole bunch of folks with guns, big ass guns. I forgot what country I was in for a second, but you know what? It's all right. It worked out. So from the airport, my host father, that's weird to say, host dad. But yeah, my host dad came to pick me up, and it was like a 45-minute ride from Marseille to Pertuis, which is where we live right now. And I'm not gonna lie, of course it was a little bit awkward. Like, the au pair situation is so awkward, and my mom was very scared because it can be such a scandalous kind of situation. Like, this random man that I've FaceTimed a few times picks me up from the airport and takes me to his house. Like, it could have been so much worse. Honestly, like, it's a crazy situation, but he was honestly so nice. I could tell his English level, which was like the big thing is why I'm an au pair, why I'm here, is because people want to learn English. So that's a note for all American girls and boys. Like, all these other countries, they want to learn American English. Like, yeah, they'll take British au pairs. No offense to my lovely British watchers, but they want the American accent. They want that in their house. They want us to teach their kids English. That's a big reason why we have au pairs and everything else. So I could tell his English level when he picked me up, and it was kind of awkward at first, like I said, but it got better the further we went, and like we pulled into like where closer to his house is, we're like 10 minutes away, and it is very, very country roads. Like, there's vineyards and like farms and all this other stuff. And like, I'm deep in the southern France, super country, and it's absolutely gorgeous. But coming from Atlanta, and then even living in Murfreesboro, I went to college in Tennessee. I was outside of Nashville, so I'm still kind of in a major city. And then moving to London, like, I have never been in such a country like area, or being so far away. I mean, it's like a 30-minute drive to the nearest like big city, but still, like, it's not like living in Murfreesboro where I'm in college town. Like, there's nothing here. I'll show y'all downtown Pertuis. It's there's nothing wrong with it. They have little bars and restaurants. Like, they made it, you know, it's just small. But it's nothing like living in a big city, which is the point that I'm trying to make. But I will show you that in another video. But yeah, so I'll kind of show you like the drive that we took to get there, and then like pulling into the house and how beautiful my host family's house is. It is absolutely gorgeous. That's it. We're here. I'm in France. That was my move to France. Everything I went to, the beautiful views. I have so much more to show you. I went to a little town between Cannes and Nice. My first weekend here, my host family was like, you want to go? And I'm like, yeah. Beautiful views there, an amazing restaurant. I have so much to show y'all. So my next video will encompass a little bit of that. It'll also show you where I live, like how my house is. It'll show you my host family's house. And then after that, I'm gonna flash back to London because I have a bunch of footage from London that I can't wait to show you. And since I didn't start the YouTube channel earlier like I wanted to when I moved to London, because I was doing my master's degree and like everything else was just taking my time, I went everywhere, well, as much as I could, all over London in a span of 1 week, and I recorded like Camden Town, Central, everything that I could, God's Own Junkyard, so much. Like I did as much as I could so I could show y'all everything that I did in London, places to go, blah, 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 blah. So stay tuned, tell all your friends, and be ready for the next video.